There was a village quack, a fake or false practitioner. He also trained his son to be a quack. One day the father-in-law of his son had a fever. He, therefore, sent his son to treat his father-in-law. When his son was about to leave, he gave him some advice. Listen, son. Common sense will make you a great doctor. Simple common sense. Then he gave him an example from his experience. Once I went to treat a patient. I saw banana peels, banana skin, under his cot. Then testing his pulse, feeling, I said, "You must have taken a banana. That is why you have a bad cold." The patient and his father were surprised. How could I tell from his pulse that he had eaten banana? In this way, using my common sense, I became a very famous doctor. Therefore, son, use your common sense. The son went to his father-in-law. He saw him lying on a cot. Under the cot, a cat was sleeping. Now he wanted to use his common sense like his father. To become famous, he took the pulse of his father-in-law for some time and pretended to think. Then he said, "Father-in-law, you must have eaten a cat, which is why you are running a high temperature." A son-in-law, after his marriage, was planning to visit his father-in-law's house for the first time. A man from his village gave him the advice, use big and high-sounding words in your father-in-law's house. Always sit on a high place. First say no to any food given to you. He, therefore, used very long and high-sounding words. He told his mother-in-law, "You are the sweetest, kindest, greatest and gentlest lady." The mother-in-law was very much pleased to hear praised her son-in-law in front of her neighbors this. She for using high-sounding words and calling her the kindest and greatest lady. Following strictly the second advice, the son-in-law did not sit on a chair. He preferred to sit over paddy sacks piled high. Similarly, when any food was given to him, he said, "No." One night his mother-in-law prepared delicious rice pudding, khiri, for him. When he was served this, he said, "No." Therefore, he was not given rice pudding. But 2 or 3 drops of rice pudding fell on his plate. When he tasted it, he wanted to have more of it. Thinking it would be impolite, he did not ask for it. But he wanted to somehow eat the rice pudding. He carefully watched his mother-in-law. She put the rice pudding on a pot and placed it on sikka, a high place. At the dead of night, he tried to get the pudding from the pot. But unfortunately, it fell on his head. His whole body was smeared with rice pudding like gum. What to do now? He thought to himself. He saw freshly plucked cotton spread on a mat to dry. He slept on it and turned to 2-3 times left and right. Then he looked like a lamb. What to do now? He thought to himself. So he went to the cowshed where some lambs lived. He stayed there throughout the night like a lamb. In the morning the in-laws searched for their son-in-law and found him in the cowshed. Everyone, except the mother-in-law, thought him to be foolish. But the mother-in-law so pleaded, "My son-in-law is as simple and as innocent as a lamb." This made the father-in-law very angry. He was also very angry for other reasons. His wife took too much care of her foolish son-in-law. She gave him good food but neglected her husband. The son-in-law, living in comfort, was not willing to go home. The father-in-law, therefore, planned how to drive him out. They had a lemon plant full of green lemons. One day he said to his son-in-law, "Kind son, you have seen our lemon tree. The lemons are stolen by thieves at night. I'll be happy if you can watch the plant tonight and catch the thief." He also gave his son-in-law a club. In the darkness of night, the son-in-law was waiting for the thieves to come. The father-in-law wished to take water rice and asked his wife to bring a fresh lemon from the lemon plant. When the mother-in-law was plucking a lemon, the son-in-law thrashed her with the club, thinking her to be a thief. Coming to know that he had beaten his mother-in-law, he felt so ashamed that he left for his home that night itself. The father-in-law heaved a great sigh of relief.